Hi guys, here we are playing Ace Attorney Investigations, Prosecutor's Path, Gambit. But this is where his body was discovered. Yeah. They took him away already. Everything else, just how we found it. This body was inside the treasure chest. Yeah, a woman by the name of Bond found it. Benson, are you in here? Ah! Seems he heard something breaking and came in to see what it was. Only if we had a little more information. Something else in here. Huh? It's like the seal of some kind. Someone initials. And then they've carved into it. It's for making those fancy wax things and documents. Do you think it belongs to the victim? I had no idea, but it's locked anyway. So I will take that. Really impressive, making an entire ship out of chocolate. That's them though. That's them aware of it. Don't you just want to take a big bite out of it? Bite of the vice first. Oh, that's the real art scratcher, you know? Bite of it. Bite any part of it, kid, and you might be off the criminal scene. Because your head will spin. Hey, it was just a joke. Stop staring at me like that. Sometimes I wish Eddie would keep his cool a little better. One of the stands of the ship broke. It must have collapsed when the treasure chest and smashed it open. Hey, do you think it could be how the victim died? It could be how the victim died? Has he been crushed by the ship? He was. He should be an accidental death and not a murder. You too serious? Don't worry, detective. For a moment, we simply discussed the possibility. I was serious though. Detective, can you tell us a little more about the state of the victim's body? Let me see. Got a picture here someplace. You can see it for yourselves. From the devils from a blunt force trauma. What about the weapon? Has it been found yet? You could ask the prosecutor in charge about that. Detective's not sharing much, I see. You mind if I borrow this? No skin on my nose. It is not like it's official. Bond took it with an instant camera when she found the body. Instant camera? Like it's disposable or something? No, it means that it delivers pictures from right there and then when you take them. No way, that sounds a bit convenient. I don't know, I better get my facts straight and take some notes of myself. Something on this picture that contradicts with the crime scene. I need to call my Dutch spouse to figure out why. Just be related to the evidence somehow? Eureka! You said the only thing that was removed from the scene of the crime. Yeah, and that the piece of cloth was wrapped in it. And something doesn't quite add up. It doesn't? Taking a look at the scene in front of us, detective. Pick up a little pool of blood that should be here is clearly missing. You're right. Don't remember anyone mentioning they were moving the blood among the body. Let me check the 406. Let me see. What did you find out? Compare the treasure in the photograph to the real thing. In the picture, the salt chocolate could be used underneath the deceased head. Yet the part of the chest is gone now. What? The part with all the blood all over it? Exactly. So did the police remove it, or perhaps the killer? It wasn't the 4S's. They say nobody took anything like that away. Interesting. Somebody deliberate removing the blood from the scene? Could it be... Stand broken, the ship collapsed with it. Loud sound brought the Miss Bounce running. Yeah, sounds like that the ship was already keeled over by the time she got in here. But why did the stand collapse? What caused it to break? Maybe the whole thing was off balance from the get-go. Really read the case? And you are... I needed to sneeze. Sorry, meditating. Do you want something, detective? I'm an attorney, not a detective. Gregory Azure, a pleasure to meet you. And I'm an assessor, a defender. I see. Name is Carmelo Augusto. I'm a competitor here at the contest. You are... What is your specialty, Mr. Gustav? Lord of air and sugar. No way, look at that. It's like a little baby seahorse. It's a dragon, a noble soaring creature of the sky. That's a dragon? Oh, product and airborne. No need to sugarcoat it. My design sense is weak. I know that better than anyone. Why I'm heading to Shangfat when it's all over. I need to train hard. As you get out of the subject of his signing since for now. So what are you doing in here, Miss Gustav? I didn't think they were allowing in on the scene yet. Detective wanted to know more about one of them. He's in here. And seeing his contestant. Perhaps I should ask him a few questions on my own. How many impulse you use, Mr. Gustav? Sugar blow link pumps. They put air into sugar. They're so cool. It's like watching a swordman do his thing. I'm no master. Not on the day, but by that I don't hurt anyone one way or another. That's why I wear red. That way, it doesn't matter what when I make a mess. Way of career is a lonely one. Never stop learning. Not until you die. That sounds like a long one too. Injured himself on a daily basis. What can you tell us about the contest? Based on what we've seen so far, the flavor doesn't seem to be on the criteria at play. Not as the reality, it's about art. Or there as art. There as art? Art you can eat, every part of it. Every single item in this room is edible. What place does it kind of smell like chocolate? There is a genius, once in a generation challenge. Flavor and flair. He has it all. If you can't outdo the God of Cafe himself, you can't win. No, man. Being the greatest in the world is kind of hard, yeah. As it should be. Whoever beats him becomes the greatest in turn. Real prize here. No, nothing else matters. Competing for a title, is it? And a treasure, the ultimate cookbook. Bring out the most prized position. No more. All written down here. Here's a list of rules as given out the contest. Sorry, I don't know much about what happened. I only heard that after the judging was over. What was the judging organized? Started at 3 PM. Then girl began making the rounds right around then. He left his room, then worked his way around venue clockwise. I created were the first to be judged. Then he went to the scourge room. He was another one of the contest. Can you tell about us about her? Look, Bruno, there's nothing you could do to win. He was working on with cream, some kind of dreamscape. And then last of all, Frost. Thinking of flavored ice helped you this time, or so I heard. How do you found for Buddy? Well, the Buddy. Well, Tungaro was still making the rounds. She panicked and ran to cops. Tungaro went right on the judging, claiming that he didn't know a thing about it until afterwards. When I had looked over the victim's work, even the guy, the guy was nowhere to be seen. Pretty suspicious behavior in anyone's book. I don't have enough information to challenge him on that yet. Other detective, what were you and Gustav talking about earlier? I was going to ask a piece of evidence here on the wall here. Oh, like something was off. Oh, our brother as someone who knows about this stuff. And you both showed up and pulled me away from my most important work. Perhaps we can take a closer look together. Can't take a hint, can you? Because so. You mind helping us? Of course, Caveira is my life. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Thank you. Very kind of you. Maybe you can make a picture this pretty out of chocolate. Yep, I'm really a god among men. Really made out of chocolate though? Looks far from a regular illustration to me. You have a good eye, I am impressed. This is no piece of candy, it's the ultimate cookbook. What cookbook? In other words, the grand prize? What? So it's not made out of chocolate after all? No, the book is simply framed in stone. I showed it to all of us, and he gathered us here to explain the rules. But this knew that the great treasure was in this room the whole time. Anyway, you can see that, right? The frame, something is missing. Yeah, although they were asking, trying to ask. We spoke about it earlier, yes. Right, detective, something is missing from the frame. It's just not me. Huh? What's missing? Let us show Eddie which part of the frame is chocolate.
Take that!
Yeah, that they have worked in the corner here. Something is missing, no? Yeah, it's different from the other side. That's not like Togoro. Balance is all wrong. Oh, that's not all. Take a look around. Every confetti in this room is missing some small bit. Right, the candle holder. And then soldier stuff. They're all like that. Don't deliver damage them? Very good question. Or did Tengaro wanted to look like someone else messed with his work? He'll never do that to his own creation. Never! Be deeper meaning for cause? One skirt the scene and like anything that catches my attention. These finger marks? Yeah, but we don't know who they are. Never figured it out yet. No fingerprint, no idea. And without prints, they could really be important to the case. It's a real head scratcher, alright? Really, I'm just getting over wear gloves. Where's your sense of romance or of adventure? I need to be much of the hideout at the crime scene, Eddie. Achoo! You alright, Eddie? Yeah, but it sure is chilly in here. Yes, it wasn't exactly warm out in the fountain room either. Even colder in here. You would like to borrow my jacket? No, I'm fine. Besides, you said you would give it me when I finally got my attorney badge. I did, didn't I? Why do they have the heat down so low? Chocolate needs to be kept in right temperature. Take a look behind the panel on the wall. A panel. Look at that! It was here the whole time. There's one in each of the contest rooms. I'm gonna hit them so they will not be spoiled of our work. That's what the controls do. They adjust the temperature and the lighting. All goes all the way down to minus 12 degrees Fahrenheit. Cool enough to keep any conveyor from melting. So in effect, each room is a giant freezer. It's 59 degrees in here. No wonder I'm cold. Take the bed. Will you mind turning it up a little? Saving of the crime scene is a fundamental of detective work. But I'm not a detective. Same goes for attorneys, Eddie. You never served at the scene of the crime. Here, getting used to the cult. It's all part of your training. You're gonna need to keep between 49 and 65 degrees. There's no way around it. The temperature by heart, huh? You know the temperature by heart, huh? Guess it's your job. It's at least I could know. Nicola should be able to tell you that and more. Alright, what about the lollipops and the cream? If it's not too hot or Humboldt, lollipop should be fine. Doesn't about anywhere. Cream needs to be kept around 50 degrees. To watch out for heat and humidity. Huh? Well, noted. Yeah, kind of brightened up when he was lollipops, didn't he? He must be fond of them. If there's anything to be found here. Candelier made out of chocolate? Chocolate? That's the title here. Light of life. Huh. That seems to be missing one of its life-giving flames. Have some kind of symbolic meaning, or could it be? Me a journal belonging to the captain of the chocolate ship. There's a journal belonging to the captain of the chocolate ship, also made of chocolate. Dire of Despair. Dire of Despair. Some title. Come, Hurricane. See how we crossed the sea and rode the tide's misery. Nice sounding tale. Can be used to adjust the room's temperature and lighting. Red, yellow, green, dark blue, light blue, white blue. That's a huge range. Temperature set to 95 degrees. Light temperature set to white. In here are made of chocolate. Why? Why? White light makes them look better. Hero must see the room itself as a part of his carefully crafted creations. Looks like a fire alarm. Yeah, and before you start pummeling, it's not made out of chocolate. Push it and the bell starts ringing and people will come running from the security room. A whole bunch of hassle. But don't. I know you want to, but don't. I don't see the stuff of another cross my mind. Typical attorney. And this is where I'm going to end it off for today, guys. I'll be back tomorrow with some more Ace Attorney investigations. Until next time, bye bye.